surprisingly, friends often ask me to repair their broken jewellery. So when I was asked recently to fix this broken bracelet, I thought it would be a good opportunity to share a quick tip for making stretch bracelets a little bit more secure. Obviously, when you're wearing a piece of jewellery often, there is inevitably going to be some wear and tear, so there is no way to guarantee any item will last forever. But if your bracelet does snap, there is a method of stringing on the beads that will give you a little bit of warning if it breaks and might mean the difference between losing your beads and being able to rescue them to repair the damage. And that is what I'm going to demonstrate in this video. Most stretch bracelets that I've seen will take the elastic and double it up to give it extra strength. Unfortunately, this is only as strong as your knot. If the knot fails, the beads are off your wrist and down a drain before you know what's happening. So instead of doubling up, I'm going to string the beads on twice. I'm going to be using Spandex Elastic like this. This is very stretchy, but it's also nice and strong. So to begin, you just want to string all your beads onto your elastic. So once you've threaded all your beads on, you should have something that looks like this. So they've just been threaded on once. So next you want to re-thread the beads. So I'm going to take this side and thread it through here. So this might be a little bit easier if you thread it onto a needle like I've done. So I want to take this end and I'm going to start threading through from this side here. And then I want to repeat this until I've brought this end back round to here. So each time just pick up your next bead and just thread through and just do this all the way around. You want to be careful as you're threading it through that you keep your needle to the top of the bead. So you want to pull this slightly just so you don't accidentally thread the needle through the thread, because if you do that it'll catch and make a real mess. So you want them to be loosely next to each other and not actually sewn through the thread. I have done that before and it just creates a messy look. So once you've done that, you should end up with something like this. So you can see you've got like a little extra safety cord, so to speak, and you can just pull this around until you've tightened and eliminated this gap here. Once you've tightened, you should end up with something like this. You don't want to make it too tight because it will warp, but you just want to make it just tight enough that you don't show the cord when you're wearing it. So next, you can take your scissors and snip the ends here. And then you have to take these and tie a knot. So I tend to do 2 or 3 here, but you do as many as you want. Obviously bearing in mind if you do too many you might not be able to get the beads over the top of the knot. So you have to do that, and then you should have a knot like this. So I want to create a little bit of extra security here. So once I've pulled it tight, I want to add a little bit of glue to the knot. So I'm just going to use this glue. It's just bog standard glue, basically just super glue. But when you push this out to get the glue, you end up with quite a big glob of glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit onto the end of the cocktail stick. And this is what I'm going to use to put the glue on the knot, because the last thing you want is to put too much glue on here. You just want a little bit just to make the knot stay in place. Then to give that a couple of minutes just to dry without touching the beads, because you don't want it sticking to the beads. So once you're satisfied that the glue has dried, you can just trim off any excess. And then just pull the beads round to adjust and cover up the knot. And that is your fixed bracelet. And you should have a fully repaired bracelet like this.